Most men live their entire lives chasing shadows, attention, validation, approval, yet never realize the real battle isn't outside them, it's inside. The man who loses to his own impulses never wins anywhere else. If that line stung a little, good, because somewhere, deep down, you know it's true. Look around. How many men today still carry real presence? I don't mean muscles or money. I'm talking about that quiet weight a man has when he walks into a room and doesn't need to prove anything. You feel it before he even speaks. Then there's the opposite, the ones shouting about success, throwing around words like trophies, yet nobody takes them seriously. Respect doesn't come from noise, it comes from control. And if you're listening right now, ask yourself this: when was the last time you truly felt in control of yourself? Your emotions, your thoughts, your desires. Be honest. Let's talk about the 5 skills every man needs, not just to survive, but to rise. 1. Control your desire before it controls you. Most men think strength comes from dominance. It doesn't. It comes from restraint. History is filled with brilliant men who lost everything, not because they were weak, but because they couldn't keep their pants zipped. Think of Samson, a man gifted with impossible power, yet one woman's lap became his downfall. Every generation has their Samsons. Modern ones just scroll instead of swinging swords. Here's the truth no one wants to face. Lust doesn't free you, it enslaves you. Every time you chase a fantasy, you trade purpose for pleasure. You drain energy that could have built your future into moments that vanish the second you open your eyes. Real power isn't in chasing women, it's in building something that makes women chase you. And if you do share intimacy, let it be meaningful. Not a performance, not a notch on a list, but an act that carries respect for her and for yourself. Because the moment you treat bodies like hobbies, you start treating your own soul like trash. A man who learns to master his desires becomes unstoppable, not because he denies pleasure, but because he decides when and where it belongs. 2. Emotional control, the art of staying still when everything shakes. Emotions aren't your enemy, but when they drive your decisions, they become your master. Watch most men today. They get angry at comments online, crumble when rejected, and fall apart when things don't go their way. You can't lead if you lose yourself every time life pushes you. Think about Captain Sully Sullenberger, the pilot who landed a crippled plane on the Hudson River. Hundreds of lives depended on his calm in chaos. He didn't panic, didn't scream, he focused. That's emotional control. And every man needs a version of that in his daily life, because when chaos hits, the calm man becomes the compass everyone follows. Next time life tests you, don't react, respond. Don't shout, think. The world listens differently when you speak from peace instead of panic. 3. Speak like a leader, not a follower. The words you use shape how people see you. You ever notice how some men talk and the whole room listens? They're not louder, they're clearer. Their words carry weight because they mean what they say. No fillers, no over-explaining, no nervous chatter. Your voice is your first weapon. Sharpen it. When you speak, pause between sentences. Let silence do half the work. Don't try to sound smart, try to sound sure. Because people don't follow intelligence, they follow conviction. And if you want to test yourself, here's something simple. Next time you're in a conversation, say less. Watch how people lean in. Power isn't in talking more, it's in making every word count. 4. Discipline, the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. You can have dreams, goals, boards, motivation playlists. It all means nothing without consistency. Discipline is boring. That's why it works. It's doing the same thing even when your mood changes. It's showing up when no one claps. Every successful man you admire, athlete, entrepreneur, creator, has one thing in common. They keep showing up when everyone else quits. Michael Phelps didn't win medals because he loved swimming. He won because he trained 6 hours a day for years, even when the pool felt like punishment. That's discipline. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the firewood that keeps it burning. It doesn't ask if you feel like it, it demands you do it anyway. You don't rise by feeling ready, you rise by acting ready until it becomes your nature. If you're listening right now, tell yourself this: Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're voting to stay average. Every time you fight through the laziness, you're carving the version of you the world hasn't met yet. Number 5, self-respect, the foundation of it all. You can fake confidence, fake smiles, even fake success, but you can't fake self-respect. It's either there or it isn't. And it shows in how you treat yourself when no one's watching. Men lose respect for themselves when they keep saying yes to things that insult their standards, when they tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace, when they stay silent because they fear losing people who wouldn't think twice before losing them. Self-respect means boundaries. It means saying no without guilt. It means walking away from anything that demands you betray yourself. The moment you do that, people start treating you differently. Not because you threaten them, but because you finally stopped begging for validation. A man who respects himself naturally earns it from others. His presence feels heavier, calmer, grounded. He doesn't need to prove power. It radiates through his silence. Now, if you've been listening and nodding, don't just nod, act. Because reflection without action is just intellectual entertainment. Ask yourself right now, which of these 5 skills do you need to build today? Drop it in the comments. Write it down. Make it real. The moment you name it, you start owning it. And if you're the type who wants to level up silently without showing off, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button, not from me, for you. Because every video here will push you to become the kind of man others respect before you even speak. Let's recap quickly but truthfully. Control your desires. Stay emotionally steady. Speak with purpose. Build relentless discipline. And above all, guard your self-respect like it's gold. Because you lose that, and you lose yourself. Most men waste their lives reacting. Scrolling, complaining, envying, chasing validation that never satisfies. The few who rise do something different. They build from within. They master what others avoid. They choose focus over pleasure, purpose over attention, peace over drama. So maybe, just maybe, this is your wake-up call. You don't need another motivational speech. You need to look in the mirror and decide, am I done living as half of myself? Because the world doesn't need more loud men. It needs men who can stay silent, think clearly, act deliberately, and lead without ego. That's the kind of man worth becoming. That's the kind of man worth following. Now go prove it.